For the past year, this has lived only in my imagination. And today we get to look inside for the very first time. Truth is, it's not all the way finished yet. The raised beds haven't been built. The pond isn't installed. The water still needs to be hooked up. The fans aren't even wired yet. But something about it already feels alive. So obviously I couldn't wait to move my seed starts in here. These are the ones that have been a little sluggish, so I'm hoping the extra heat of the greenhouse is going to be able to help them come to germination. The outer raised bed will be going along this wall all the way around in a circle. The entire outer edge will be a raised garden bed. Even though I said in a previous video I was giving up raised garden beds, I just meant for outside vegetables. Moving the vegetable operation inside this time. There are a couple of sprouted sunflowers coming up, so that's really encouraging. Those will be fast growers. A lot of these are a mixture of flowers and other vegetables. And over here is where the in-ground pond is going to be. So it's going to be recessed a little bit, and thanks to my husband Brian, who's been digging this out all weekend long, it's probably going to go down another few inches, but we're going to have an 800-gallon pond. That's going to be the central feature of the greenhouse, critical for maintaining humidity and temperature control. But it will be a beautiful feature to have water, running water, aquaponic plants, and a way to water your plants very easily and fertilize them, because I'm going to be putting goldfish or possibly koi or possibly tilapia in this pond going forward. While it does look like the pond will take up quite a bit of area relative to the rest of the greenhouse, we're actually going to compensate for the lost area of the pond by building a deck above it. So there'll be a little cool hangout area for meditation or yoga or reading or daydreaming. And next to the table here, you can see we do have a water source. So water is plumbed in here. It is not connected yet, but this is definitely going to make it so much easier to water plants, to fill the pond without having to lug water back and forth or worrying about a hose, especially in the colder months. And we have a lot of those here. As for these big corrugated tubes, well, this goes 5 feet underground into air circulation tubes underground, and that helps regulate the temperature by exchanging air. Putting in underground tubing was a huge expense, but it's going to be a critical factor for us at our elevation of 9,300 feet, way up in the mountains, to be able to have a more regular temperature throughout the day. You can take the hot air of midday, suck it underground, and then turn the fan on and release that warmer air at night when the temperatures plummet here, because often they go down to 50 degrees at night and sometimes even lower. Another way we can use this is for days when we don't get any sun and it's a chillier month. So let's say it's October and it's overcast and it's only 40 degrees outside, but the day before was 70 degrees with the sun and it was 90 degrees in here. So we can take that air on a really hot day, stick it underground, and then pump it out later in preparation for colder days. So how effective is a polycarbonate greenhouse in creating a microclimate? Well, I can tell you the thermometer was in here this morning, and when the sun came out, it was outside temperature of 50 degrees, but the internal thermometer was reading 90 degrees. A huge temperature swing. When you kind of trap that solar radiation, it can definitely heat up fast. So that's why it's important. We still need to install the fans and ventilation in order to really make this the most usable space. Otherwise, we're just creating an oven. Once we get the pond installed, that's definitely going to be another major factor for regulating temperature as well. So obviously it's not done. It's definitely coming alive. We built this for more than just growing food. Our idea was to have a place for slowing down and for sanctuary, a place where you could come and be with nature, a place where you could just slow down and relax. It'll be a place where flowers can bloom on the inside while it's snowing on the outside. And I can use the space for teaching, relaxing, or just gathering community. This is just the first look. This is the first peek inside of the entire structure as it's been built. But something tells me you're going to want to follow along to see how this turns out, how it's going to get filled out with plant beds, ponds, climbing vines, trellises, second stories, and A lot of whimsical art. So definitely hit that subscribe button and follow my growing dome journey. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun in here. And there's still so much yet to do, but there's some major transformations coming up real soon. I can't wait to see this pond. I can't wait to fill it with water. And I can't wait to paint the outside of it.